Hello and welcome back to more TOUCHSTARVED the Demo Let's Play. The new visual novel game that we started not too long ago. We are about 3 episodes in to this demo. And yeah, last time we were here, I think we met all the guys. I think we met all of the cast that that are involved in this game. We went into the misty forest back into the swampy area where we almost got killed to meet up with Ayas. He's the guy who owns a place with this really cool red pool that if you drank from it, you become a hive mind. And we had a crazy lady out on the streets tell us that apparently it would solve all of our problems and our curse. But that was not the case. We were just like, I don't know if I want to just, lose my mind in return of, fixing my curse. So we'll think about it. He kind of low-key threatened us. We found out that he also is able to command a bunch of the soulless, like the monsters, through that hive mind control. So we're just like, okay, peace out. We'll see you some other time. So we went back to the town. We got lost. Almost died again. Almost got killed by a soulless that's just roaming the streets. Until we got saved by, oh my god, what's his name? One of the guys. He's like an assassin dude or like a mercenary sort of dude who takes commissions into killing soulless on the streets. He saved us from being eaten, and he kind of like shows us the way back to like the main parts of the streets, main parts of town. And then we ran into Caress. Caress is the doctor that we met in the very first episode where he patched us up and sewed our arm back on us. And the two of them took us back to our lodge, which is the Wetwick. And this is where we are. This is exactly where we are. Well, Caress and the other dude kind of came in with us because they apparently have business there, so we'll see what business it is, I guess. So let's continue. So as soon as the doors open, a wave of sticky heat rolls over me. Yuck. In the hours since I left, the wick has grown suffocatingly crowded. Kura stands out, easily a head taller than most. Even so, I nearly lose sight of him amid the sea of swarming bodies. Pardon me. Coming through. Excuse me. The crowd parts as though answering his request. Kuris glances over his shoulder at Min, that's his name, Min and me before gliding through. Okay, part the Red Seas, yes. How can anyone breathe in here? Yeah, I'm starting to question that too. Min follows Kuris at a clipped pace. Oh, there's Leon Kennedy. Leander is right where I left him, although he's traded places with the bartender. He holds a pair of shot glasses filled to the brim with luminous green liquid. What in the... Okay. And now for the finishing touch. Why is he always like putting on a show? A flash of magic paints the glasses white with frost. You're never gonna guess what's in these. Leander slides the glasses across the bar, and I get my third and fourth shocks of the evening in rapid succession. Hey, what are you doing here? What, bro, who threatened me? Ayas leans against the bar, an elbow propped up on the counter. He catches the glasses and lifts one to the light before turning it upside down. The contents magically congeal to stay firmly in place. Ooh, jello shots! I love jello shots! You're supposed to make drinks, pretty boy. Don't tell me you're wasted already. Oh yes, and Ver. Oh yes, we did meet Ver. Ver. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. But he stole our key. He stole our key and then made us go around in circles for it. And then we kind of had a back and forth banter before he got, pulled off to go hunt some soulless. Ver, perched on the bar's counter beside Ayas, takes a single look at the shot glass and shakes his head. What have we here? A bucket full of boogers? Leander's nose treasure? Yuck. You've eaten worse. Oh. Ver's lips twitch and his ears flatten when Ayas offers him a glass. He turns his cheek with a sniff and Ayas just snickers. Coward. What? Don't tell me you're gonna drink that? In one fluid motion, Ayas throws back his head and downs the shot. Oh. Drinking that? Oh god. A dark look crosses Ayas' face. How's it taste? It's chewy. Ew. Well, just think of it as a jello shot. Jello shot. Think of it as a jello shot. Chewy. Wait, let me try again. No, 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 no. No trying. Sweetie, put that shaker down. Behind me, Min grumbles. I told you this place was a nest of degenerates. If it isn't Kuras and Min, yes. At the sound of Leander's voice, Min's pale eyes grow wide. They look ready to bolt until Kuras sets a hand on their shoulder. I promise this will not take long. Min's eyes dart from Kuras' hand to his face, then soften. Fine, you first. While they step forward, I linger behind, struck by a sudden revelation. Y'all know each other. All of the people I've met today know each other, yes. Good evening, Leander. Another drinking competition, I presume? I guess. Oh, is it evening already? Could have sworn it was earlier. Just some friendly rivalry, Doctor. Nothing to be afraid of. Kuras acknowledges Leander and Ayas with the slightest nod, ignoring Vera entirely. Not that Vera seems to mind. Ooh, okay. Not good terms? He tilts his head and an impish smile curves his lips when he spots Min looming silently behind Kuras. I almost didn't see you there, Min. Looking for your booster seat? Min pushes back their hood. They level Vera with a cool look. I thought Ayas wasn't allowed to bring his pets in here. Oh, guys. Guys. Vera's tail gives an angry twitch. No pets. He hit him with a no pets allowed in here. Oh my god. Min. At the first sign of an impending fight, Leander vaults clear over the counter. He slides in between Ayas and Kuras. Now, let's try and keep the peace. It's not every day the esteemed doctor takes us up on a drink. His arm snakes around Kuras' shoulders. I don't know if he's here for a drink, but okay. You are finally taking me up on that drink, right? You're finally taking me up on that drink, right, Kuras? No, he's like, I'm afraid not. We were merely escorting Hana back to her lodgings. Yeah, I got lost. Almost died. Again. Kuras gestures in my direction and my stomach sinks. I reluctantly step into the light. As soon as he sees me, Leander's face brightens. So, Hana, it's been too long. Everyone, this is Hana. She's new to Iridia. Oh god. I feel 5 pairs of eyes fixed onto me, and suddenly the bar feels suffocatingly small. My voice nearly catches in my throat. We've already met. Hi again. We've already met. Actually, I've already met everyone. You've already met? Yeah, by weird circumstances. Ayas and Veer level me with subtly amused expressions. Veer's tail gives a lazy wag. We did, not that long ago either. I'm starting to suspect she's stalking me. He looks far too pleased with himself when I roll my eyes. Okay, cool, another CG. This calls for drinks. What does everyone want? Just water. I just want water. Clean tap water or clean Fiji water. In an instant, all eyes turn to Leander, freeing me from the burden of attention. I still can't believe they all know each other. Watching them talk amongst themselves feels surreal. But for the first time since I undertook the journey to Iridia, I feel a faint glimmer of hope. I know I was meant to meet them. Billy? The low, pleasant rumble of Leander's laughter pulls me from my restless thoughts. Ha! Well, color me surprised. You make friends fast, Hana. Well, I wouldn't go that far. We're more like acquaintances. Yeah, this man in the middle here threatened me. I don't know if you know that. And the other one tried to rob me. A wise man once said that acquaintances are merely friends you haven't shared a drink with yet. A wise man? You said that. You said that. Here, last week. I can hear Min's lips curl with distaste from across the bar. Leander clears his throat and continues, unperturbed. Let's toast to Hannah's health. Care to join in, Doctor? My health? I feel like my health is deteriorating ever since I got here. Kuras politely declines the wave of his hand. How about you, Min? Oh, no. No. Are you? No. No. A resounding pop pierces the din of the bar. We all turn in the direction of the noise. Veer looks almost bashful as he accepts an overflowing flute from the bartender, poured from a bottle so old its label has been worn blank. That's the good shit right there. They serve champagne here. Since when? Veer pauses in the middle of licking champagne foam from his fingers with a coy smile. You don't mind, do you? In a transformation as impressive as his magic trick, the concern on Leander's face vanishes. He laughs softly. No, be my guest. I know you've got expensive taste, haha. Then he shoots the bartender a frantic look. He's like, please don't make me pay for that. Unbothered or uninterested in his company, Ayas cants his head at me, a light smile on his lips. How about you, Sparrow? I did say I'd buy you a drink earlier. No, my treat. Ayas regards Leander over the lip of his glass. In the dim light, the glint in his crimson eyes looked downright dangerous. What'll it be, Hana? Just water. I'll take that drink. Water's fine. I'm just gonna take water. Just water. Water's fine. Allow me. Leander pushes away from the counter to go flag down the bartender, leaving me with Kuras and, more distantly, Min. I'm not the least bit surprised that neither has bothered ordering anything. They both seem ready to leave at a moment's notice. Water is a wise choice, yeah. Is it your doctor's duty to encourage sobriety? Bakura shakes his head with a patient smile. The drinks here are notoriously watered down, most likely to cut costs, but it only encourages the patrons to overindulge. Ah. Min looks up from adjusting the laces on one of their braziers. Sorry. The only reason anyone bothers coming here is for the cheap rooms and cheaper drinks. Perfect conditions for terrible mistakes. It almost sounds like you're speaking from experience. Their pale face reddens, and they look away, scowling. Leander returns to the glass of water that I accept with a murmured thanks. He claps, drawing the attention of the group. Alright everyone, let's toast. Yes, my water. May Hana's stay in Iridia be full of bright adventures and discoveries. Cheers. And no near-death experiences. Leander, Ayas, and Vera raises their glasses in unison. Min only crosses their arms, and Kuras watches with polite indifference. The water is bitter, cold, and tastes faintly metallic, but I savor it all the same. Gradually, the din of the crowded bar fades to low murmuring. I find myself relaxing for what feels like the first time in years. Yay! I guess. Aren't you the popular one, Hana? I'm guessing you met Kuras first. Yeah, he's the one who found me half dead. It would be more accurate to say that I found her, yes. He saved my life. I merely performed my duty as a doctor. Although I must admit that I was confused when I woke up missing all my clothes. Oh, Leander makes a choked noise. Somewhere behind him, Min sighs. It's not what you think. Listen, no. Not that. No. Hana was in grave condition, and I could hardly treat such injuries through tattered clothes. The silence that follows stretches uncomfortably long. I look away, unable to face Kuras' disappointment, and catch Veer snickering behind his hand. That's my cue to change the topic. Kuras isn't the only one who saved me today. Yes, Min. Thank God. Don't you listen? I didn't save you. You were simply there. Well, happy coincidences, all the same. That's Min for you. Why? Very, tsundere? Leander reaches for Min, but they duck under his arm with practiced ease, without so much as looking his way. As reliable as they are moody. You're the one to talk, considering you neglected to warn her to stay off the streets at night. Yeah, they're right. They're right, but regardless. Oh, or I might have gotten a little distracted. Yeah, we were holding hands earlier and he got really excited over it for some reason. Min's only response is a short breath. At any rate, I never got a chance to thank you, Min. Don't. The less soulless alive, the better, okay? For a heartbeat, Min's eyes flicker towards Ayas and their lips twist. I assume they don't like what his deal is in terms of commanding solace. Ayas is too busy nodding along to Veers' enthusiastic pantomime of stabbing to notice, lost, no doubt, in an enthralling discussion. I've had enough of this hellhole, let's go. Can I come with you? Wait, no, I stay here. This is my room. Min and Kura share a brief look, then the doctor speaks up. Very well, but there is something that I must discuss with Leander, if you'll excuse us, Hana. And just like that, the three of them depart, leaving me alone to sip my water in silence. Or so I think until I hear a voice so soft and low it's practically a purr. Lost your tour guide? Oh. Huh. Well, I could just go up to my room right now. I turn to find crimson and pink eyes trained on me. It's not lost on me that they chose the instant the others left to strike. Just my luck. I had to be abandoned with the two most irritating people I've met all day. Monsters or not, there's no telling what I'll do if either of them push me again. Don't tell me Leander already snuck off to get his knob slobbered out back. He's got business with Kuras and Min. What business? I don't know. 2-on-1 business, isn't he lucky? God. I can't tell if it's the champagne or the company, but Vera has grown noticeably more relaxed. He sits with his chin propped on the back of his hand. His ears twitch whenever a hiccup shakes his shoulders. Why are you so far away? Come, join us. He pats the empty bar stool beside Aya's, but I hesitate. The smile Vera wears is sweet and distinctly shy, and with drinks in the mix, I dread how he and Aya's will mess with me next. We don't bite. I'm not sure about that. Just hours ago, he tried to rob me, and you threatened me. Exactly. Me? Steal? Surely you must be mistaken. You sure it was me? I mean, who else walks around with like half the shirt just like titties out? You know, both of you, both of you. Yes, it was you. And then you had the gall to kick me out just so you could go drinking. He gives another one of his shrugs. I was lonely. Well, a simpler answer than I expected, but I guess I can't fault him for that. Vera suddenly slumps forward, Gossamer's sleeves pooling where he rests, his elbows on his knees. Aya sets his hand on Vera's waist, narrowly preventing him from tipping off the counter. My guy, you need to lie down or something? How about we start fresh? Begin with proper introductions. Get off on the right foot and whatnot. I'll start. Okay. The name's Vera, Hunter Extraordinaire. Seems like that's everyone's occupation here, but whatever. Vera's right hand flutters to his chest, and he bows his head, flinching when hair falls into his eyes. Eyes doesn't say anything, so I suppose it's my turn now. It's Hana. Yeah, it's Hana. Vera considers me for a long moment, his tail idly swaying behind him. Then he knocks back the rest of his champagne. It's a pleasure to formally meet you, Hana. He says my name slowly and deliberately, savoring every syllable. A tingle jumps down my spine. I quickly turn my gaze away. Aya smirks at my reaction over the rim of his glass. Something funny? Nope. I open my mouth and close it just as quickly. They want me to react, goading me into another ridiculous game. While their sharp cat-like eyes keep me on edge, something about this tension is fun. It must be the exhaustion. A flash of white over Aya's shoulders catches my eye. What? Min? Is that Min? No. Across the bar, Kuras heads for the door. I don't see Leander or Min, but it feels wrong to let him leave without saying goodbye. Yeah, what? I'll be back. Vera hums and wags his fingers at me as I leave. Hey, I slip through the crowd, careful not to touch anyone, but just as I'm nearing Kuras... what? Guy, oh no, I stagger, shoulder checked by a man with a neck thicker than both my thighs. He stares down at me, nostrils flaring. Hey, nah, buddy, I'm sorry, out of my way, shit stain, okay, asshole. I mutter while massaging my throbbing elbow. He's gonna pick a fight at me. Yeah, he's gonna pick a fight at me. Oh, I don't wanna fight. The roughneck wheels around, shoving a bloodhound out of the way so he can close in on me. What did you say? I said asshole. I said asshole. You want me to spell it out for you, bitch? I said I don't want to fight, but here I am. He shoves me backwards, sending me stumbling to the sticky floor. Ugh, gross. I'm fine, but my heart leaps into my throat when I see the roughneck bearing down on me. Oh, roll out of the way. You trying to start something here? The roughneck freezes, his fist cocked back. A group of bloodhounds called by the commotion circle him, sizing him up. For what feels like an agonizingly long moment, the roughneck looks from me to the bloodhounds. Finally, he sniffs and spits on the floor next to me. The lob narrowly misses my cheek. Ew, screw it. Too many freaks in this circus tonight. Why do you come drinking here then? He turns his back on me and comes face to face with Ayas. A dangerous smile spreads across his face. You'll do. Oh god. What happens next is a blur. He just uppercuts him. Oh god, yeah. Ayas' fist crashes into the roughneck's jaw, causing an eruption of gas, shouts, and even cheers around us. Do not involve me in any of this, please. I scramble to my feet right as the frantic crowd swarms around me, cutting off my sight of everything and everyone. Through the ruckus, I hear Leander shouting. He's like, guys, hey, Ayas, take it outside. Ignore them, everyone. Look, drinks on me. Is your solution always just to buy people drinks? With those 4 words, the wick erupts with hoots and hollers. The ring around me disperses as bloodhounds and onlookers rush towards the bar. Through the thinning crowd, I catch glimpses of familiar faces. Oh, Ayas vanishes out the back, dragging the roughneck behind him. Bro. Kuris lingers near the door, searching, I suspect, for any wounded before he departs. Oh, is this my choice of who I should go to? Min draws the hood up as tight as they slip out of a side door, while Veer leans over the counter to swipe a glass of wine from behind the bar. And Leander, seated at the opposite end of the bar, gestures dramatically and apologetically at the bartender. In the space of a heartbeat, I realize that there's no telling when or if I'll see any of them ever again. Whoever I pursue may be the last person I get to speak to tonight. I follow. There's our choices. I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, who do we go to? I mean, to be honest, the only one I kind of trust here is Kuras because he sewed my arm back on when it was completely severed. So, like... so he's got some good brownie points with me. Otherwise it's either him or... I mean, Leander has been pretty courteous as well too. He got us a lodge. He got us a room at the Wet Wig, so that's great. And he like offered to help us, and turns out he's immune to our like cursed touch. And then there's Ayas, who just right now just punched a guy for us, but he could have just done it because he was looking to pick a fight anyways. So honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna go with Kuras because and also my defense as well too, we were kind of heading his way to say goodbye to him anyways before we got into that little scuffle. So I'm gonna go with Kuras. Kuras, wait. Take me out of here. Get me out of here. Whoever I pursue, maybe yes. Okay, so I go with Kuras. Oh god, game, please. Okay, we go after Kuras. Hot on Kuras' heels, I squeeze my way out of the bar. Of everyone I've met, he seems the most likely to help me, and the least likely to murder me on a whim. Earlier this morning, he said I could go to the clinic for help whenever I needed it. Time to see if that promise was actually worth anything. I breathe a sigh of relief once I'm free of the crowded bar. Kuras, hearing me, turns my way. Hey bro. Hana, you seem upset. I take it the Amaryllis district is not to your liking. No. It's a little too rowdy for me. If nothing else, it's wildly different from the secluded temple where I spent most of my days. That's not why I stepped out. You are not in need of treatment after that fall, are you? No, I scowl up at him, and he holds out his hands in a mollifying gesture. I apologize, Hana. Please continue now. About time. Who this? Hello? Interrupting my talk? Hello? Someone cuts right across me toward Kuras, stopping us both in the middle of the street. Even in the dim pink haze that seems to blanket everything, there's no mistaking the pressed white uniform and stiffly starched hat. Oh, is this a... No. Are they called clerics? They're not called clerics. The people from the temple? Another Cenobian cleric. Oh, they are called clerics. I was right. Never mind. I hastily step back, making myself as inconspicuous as possible. Ooh, hide. Yeah. Can I help you? Nervous onlookers hastily part around Kuras and the cleric. The two form an island of white in a sea of teeming color. Enough. You know why I'm here, who this is. Then I hope you find this edifying. Kuras reaches into his coat and produces 3 tiny glass vials, bound together with a thick leather cord. A silvery powder shimmers inside. He gently flicks the glass, watching the contents swirl, and extends the vials to the cleric. This is it? What is it? They look extremely unimpressed. Appearances can be deceiving. He throws me a glance and a swift smile, but I'm too surprised to respond. Kuras was the first to warn me about the Cenobium. Nobody I met had anything good to say about them. And yet here he is, openly dealing with them in the Amaryllis district. Well, you know, people be peopling, you know what I mean? It's just like, there's always gonna be some shady characters in the ranks of any type of people, including, you know, those who are high and holier than thou. I glance between Kuros and the cleric, who seems to notice me for the very first time. Don't mind me. Good night, okay. I think it's drugs. Is it drugs? Is it opium? Did you just give him a vial of opium? They bow to Kuros, offer me an extremely perfunctory nod, and disappear into the seething crowd. Hana, is something amiss? No, I just, what was that about? Isn't that dangerous? What was that? Should I ask? Because, I mean, technically it's none of my business. But, like, you know, I'm curious. What was that about? Yeah, what was that all about? Lower your voice. It is of little consequence. Okay. That's all you have to say? After the earful you gave me about the cenobium, you... Oh. Shh, be calm. Calm. Zen. He holds one finger to his lips, which suddenly curl in a cat-like smile. For now, please join me on a short stroll, okay? Kuros' golden eyes twinkle in the low light. He beckons me away from the main thoroughfare, down a side street filled with vendors hawking late-night snacks. Ooh, what? Wait, hold on. You're so tall and you have such long legs, and I can't keep up. Now, powerfully curious in spite of myself, I hurry after Kuros. Each of his long, graceful strides is easily two of mine. I catch a glimpse of his gleaming white coat disappearing around the corner of the street. Oh my god, you walk so fast. The moment I catch up, the delicious sense of freshly baked goods flood my nose. My stomach gives a loud rumble. Oh my god. One honey pistachio cookie, please. Oh my god, that sounds actually really good. Coming right up. Without breaking his swift pace, Kuros plucks the sticky confection out of the merchant's hand and offers it to me. The heavenly smell makes my stomach rumble once more. I take a bite without hesitation. Kuros watches me with an indulgent smile, and I notice he hasn't gotten anything for himself. You're not hungry? You need not concern yourself with me. He stops mid-sentence, his eyes darting back the way we came. The hairs stick up on the back of my neck. I turn just enough to peek over my shoulder, hoping I don't look too suspicious. Sure enough, it's the same cleric who waylaid us in the street, now wearing a thunderously angry expression. Why? You don't like the drugs you were given? Uh-oh. Well, disappointment can be a learning experience. Glimmers of realization dawns over me as I stare up at him. What exactly was in those vials? Just water and powdered sugar? Perhaps a rare and potent alchemical catalyst. Or some stale fish skin. The two do resemble one another, and it can be hard to tell them apart. Oh, haha, you duped him. It's okay. Is he serious? Well, yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, to be caught out in the open just handing off some, like, suspicious and dangerous and maybe illegal substances? Yeah. He wasn't about to get caught. I chance another glance at the cleric, who's now trying to elbow their way between the food stalls. A few people make way, but most don't even notice their efforts. The street is far too crowded with hungry patrons. Shall we? Yes, we shall. Let's continue walking. Without even waiting for a response from me, he glides swiftly into the crowd once more. Oh, you're messing with them? Is there a point to all this? Is there a point to all this? It's fine. I'm down for it. Is there a point to all this running around? In addition to my personal amusement, I suppose I would like to show you the sights. He has a sense of humor. That's great. He is serious, or seriously fucking with me. I'm not sure which. My disquiet must show because Kuros' smile softens a bit. As I said, you have nothing to fear. Well, I trust you. He ducks into what looks like an abandoned doorway, but opens into a small covered market. The stalls here are full of more spices than I knew existed. Even taking a short breath makes me sneeze. Kuros slows his pace, occasionally pausing to examine the insistent hawker's wares. Wait. He looks up from a display of livid red leaves, each as long as my forearm. You said I have nothing to fear, but everyone in Iridia seems wary of the cenobium. People fear the obvious trappings of power, wealth, force, or a hideously ostentatious tower. For my part, I find such trappings merely disappointing. The Cenobium once had great potential. They squandered it decades ago in pursuit of trinkets, pleasure, and petty tyranny. Their narrow, prosaic interests have rendered them blind to all else but that moves. I think that's the most I have ever heard Kurus say on any topic. You sound like you know them well. Kurus lets out a long, low sigh. You miss little, Hannah. Oh. Familiarity breeds contempt, and I am more familiar with the Cenobium's crude methods than I would like. Now I'm getting somewhere. Something beyond vague warnings or swift deflections. I decide to press the point while I have the chance. Familiar how? Oh. Kurus stops right in front of a display of pickled fruits, and I nearly run into his back. He steps aside at the last moment. His arm rests gently but firmly on my waist. I tense, but he's careful to avoid my bandaged hands. I wonder if he's immune to my touch as well too, the same way Leander is. Surely. Our pursuer refuses to take no for an answer. Oh, he's still tailing us? Seriously? Them again? I thought we'd lost them in the crowd. I crane my neck to look for the cleric, but Kurus shakes his head. This way. Okay. The next street over seems to be home to the high-end brothels. It's full of steep stairways and shadowy passages, perfect for discreet tryst or losing a persistent tail. Pink curtains and painted facades sprawl around me like a giant colorful warren. It only takes a few more twists and turns down blind alleys and narrow walkways before I'm completely turned around. Kurus, however, seems to be following some map in his own mind. He takes each turn with swift confidence, guiding me with the occasional nudge. Okay. The gaps between teetering buildings can hardly be called alleys, so narrow we have to pass through single file. Just a little further. Okay. The effortless grace with which he moves is almost infuriating. It takes every ounce of concentration I have just to avoid tripping over loose tiles, discarded clothes, and unidentifiable rubbish. Meanwhile, his long legs almost seem to float over every obstacle. His clothes are still completely pristine despite the soot-stained walls on either side. How the hell does he do it? I don't know. I'm still trying to puzzle it out when I realize how warm it is, with me practically tripping on his heels. The tiny gap between us seems to radiate heat, like beating midday sun on the longest day of summer. Fall back, stay close to Kurus. Well, I don't want to get lost, so I'm going to stay close to him. I definitely don't want to get lost here. Exactly. I stay as close to Kurus as I can without actually touching him. I promise I will not lose you. Oh, okay. Was I that obvious? Our eyes meet, and despite my best efforts, I find it hard to hold his gaze. He had very beautiful eyes. Those golden eyes send hot pins and needles racing along my spine. It's not unpleasant, but I've never felt anything like it before. Thank you for indulging me, Hannah. I believe we have lost our tail. Nice. Okay, where are we though? Hello? Are we back at your clinic? It's much quieter on the edges of the Amaryllis district, and the deals in the shadows look shadier. Did you enjoy your impromptu tour? Yeah. Relief escapes me in a tired laugh. After the day I've had, playing keep away from a Cenobium cleric seems almost normal. I wasn't in mortal peril, so that's a nice change of pace. He laughs too, a soft and pleasant chuckle completely at odds with his usual cool demeanor. Are you sure we've lost that cleric? Like, he knows who you are, so I'm pretty sure he could just find you at your clinic if your clinic is like a hotspot. If there's one thing you can count on, it is the elitism of the Cenobium's finest. They will not deign to follow us this far. Oh, true. Yeah. Because if someone catches him walking into Kurus's clinic, then, word might spread. He sounds confident enough. I was starting to wonder if we'd have to make a full circuit of the city to ditch them. A beam of moonlight cuts through the clouds, casting his face into sharp relief. However, I should escort you back to your lodgings. It would be unwise to let you go alone. Oh yeah. What about you? Are you staying at the Wetwick? No, he stays at the clinic. Of course not. Then you're going back to your clinic alone? You just said that was a bad idea. He pauses, stares at me, then his expression relaxes into a gentle smile. Fear not, Hannah. Only the most desperate or foolish would dare lay a hand on me. Okay. It sounds insane after 2 near-death soulless encounter, but part of me believes him. He seems capable. The few people who are still out huddled beneath street lamps and in doorways, desperate to be as close to safety as possible. Kurez, on the other hand, looks more relaxed than I've ever seen him. He's strolling down the middle of the street, bold as if it were broad daylight. Even walking alongside him makes me feel more secure, warmer both inside and out. I hang on to that faint spark of hope and screw up my courage. Did you mean it this morning, when you said that I could come back to you for help? Every word. Oh, okay. All his earlier mirth vanishes, replaced by calm focus. I don't know what to say to that. I almost expected his offer to be a courtesy, an easy way to get me out the door. In fact, the fact that he meant it. Why do you ask? I believe I have already made my intention to help you quite clear. His eyes flick briefly to my arm, the one that he miraculously reattached when he found me. I can almost imagine him counting the neat stitches. I just wanted to make certain. I'm still figuring out who's trustworthy and who's trouble. I see. Iridia does tend to attract extreme individuals, yeah. There's no in-betweens, including you? Hana, I decline to incriminate myself in your eyes. I can recognize a smooth deflection when I hear one. Though if he won't talk more about himself, maybe he'll tell me about someone else. I decide to ask about. Ooh, who are we asking about? Okay, we get that option. Okay. Who am I most curious about? Let's go with Ayaz, because he seems like he's running his own sort of operation. Well, him and Leander, so it seems. Like, they have their own little, like, groupie. So, like, and they seem to be, like, one of the, like, the bigger groups of people that we need to be more aware about. Either that, or him, or him. Let's ask about him, because he threatened me. Have you ever been out to see Ayaz at the sea spring? Yeah. Oh yeah, and he has the sea spring, that little red pool or whatever the heck. Do you know what that is? Once. Only once? Seemed like a spring with miraculous power would interest a doctor. A long silence follows, so long that I'm not sure Kuris heard me. I'm about to repeat myself when he finally speaks in a near whisper. Yeah, do you want to tell me more about that? Ayaz is the rare newcomer who has proven himself immediately worthy of respect. Ooh. The sea spring is another matter. Hidden depths often contain unwelcome secrets. Okay. You could say that about anything around here, right? A fair point. Nonetheless, I have seen many purported wonders, and the sea spring is unlike any other. Only time will tell what that means. Okay. Oh, we can ask. Okay, we can ask about Leander. Cool. Why'd you send me to Leander for help? Yeah. Few know Iridia better than Leander. The company he keeps can be questionable, but I had confidence in him. Yeah, his bloodhound seems rough around the edges. Leander has always preferred the company of those like him. Like him? Survivors of Low Towns' harsh realities. You must have noticed how they flock to him. True, yeah. I nod. He seems to know every single person in the Wetwick. And that's a good thing? Well, yeah, you need allies and you need loyal people. Leander's closest peers trust him with their lives. I would say that counts for something. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go down the list. Let's just go down the list. Veer. How do you know Veer? Kuris visibly stiffens, and I remember the venom in Veer's voice when he grabbed me. That fucking doctor, yes. He doesn't seem to like Kuris, and Kuris doesn't seem to have good relations with him. It looks like the feeling is very much mutual. Regrettably, Vera is one of my worst patients. How did you cross his path? Oh, he stole my key. He stole my room key. You are fortunate that he did nothing else. Oh, he is far deadlier than he seems. There's a reason he is not at liberty, a reason for the collar and chain. He seems pretty dodgy to me already. I hesitate, waiting for Kuris to elaborate, but he seems to find even the thought of Vera distasteful. Okay, and then lastly, Min. What do you know about Min? You and Min sounded like you knew each other well. Yeah. Kuris heaves a long-suffering sigh. I know them better than most, and less well than I would like. So they're in between. They're very mysterious. Like you, Min is a recent arrival. Their time here has been particularly difficult, as much as I would like to help. He trails off, but I know exactly what he's talking about. Min didn't seem like the sort of person who would accept help easily. Sundari. Do they always pick fights that are twice their size? I have implored them not to. They rarely listen. With my curiosity sated for now, I fall silent. I wish Kuras had given me just a little more to go on, but he seems almost as tight-lipped about others as he is about himself. Well, that is how it goes around these parts of town, I guess. This city in particular. By the time we're back at the Wetwick, the Amaryllis district seems even noisier and more raucous than before. Drunken patrons overflow into the streets, which reek of spilt wine. Well, I take the spilt wine over, like vomit. How am I supposed to sleep with all this racket? You just do. You get used to it. I suggest the stiffest drink at the bar, alternatively a ball of wax. Very funny. Even with how tired I am, I'm not sure I'll get a wink of sleep. I'm about to say goodnight to Kuras when someone staggers out of the Wetwick and right into me. Hey now? Who? I stumble back, heels teetering on the edge of the filthy gutter. Oh, Hannah? Oh, my bad. Oh, the next thing I know, a pair of warm arms catch me around the waist. My bad. I can't help falling into you, man. I'm falling. I find myself staring up at Kuras, pressed against his chest. His grasp loosens, and he doesn't quite let me go. Something shifts in his gaze, his eyes fix on my face, and I feel myself growing hot all over at his intense scrutiny. Do I gas him in my face? What does he see in me? What's he looking for? Kuras? Ah, my apologies. Even after he moves away, the warmth of his touch lingers through my clothes. I quickly tug my cloak straight, trying to recollect my scattered thoughts. Good night. Thanks for everything today. You are most welcome. Okay. He seems very nice. He turns and slips into the crowd, though I can pick out his pristine white coat with ease. A chilly gust howls down the street. When did it get so cold out? Okay. Oh, choose my fate? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, what's this? Wait. Okay. Oh, is this officially where we can choose our routes? I don't think it goes that far. How long does this demo go? Oh my gosh. Should I wait here? Should I stop here? I guess we should stop here. I think it's a pretty good place to stop, considering what we kind of went through. So yeah, maybe next time when we come back to this demo, we can pick our dude. I mean, naturally, you guys know who I'm gonna pick. I'm actually gonna pick like Kuras because we kind of followed him already. So I kind of want to continue onto that path. So let's just. Oh wait, hold on. From all up here, we can do a little sneak peek before we end things off here. So, Kuras, a repentant angel. Oh, from all appearances, Kuras is a principal doctor of extraordinary skill, but you know little about the man beneath the professional mask, and Kuras keeps even his friends at a cruel distance. If you uncover his deepest secrets, what will you like what you find? Oh, sure. Well, that's what we're here for, right? Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, okay, never mind. This is good. Again. Good place to end it regardless, because that is the end of the demo, because I was like, there's absolutely no way that this demo is gonna go farther than that. So yeah, there we go. I guess that's our quote-unquote first playthrough of TOUCHSTARVED. I mean, we can quickly go. Should I do that now? Because that's like a good whole scene and a half. Because I was gonna suggest that we can go back to that save point, and then we can go through seeing what would happen if we went with the other guys, and then end it off that way. But I feel like that's gonna take too long, because again, we had a whole good like scene to go through when we did it for Kuras. So we'll leave that for the next episode then, where we'll just like lump it into one thing. And then we can wrap things up with TOUCHSTARVED, the demo. Yay! Okay, so that's the plan, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this demo let's play of the game, and then look forward to the actual full game once it comes out, because we got some interesting characters, some backstory, some mysterious dark backstories that we can uncover so far. At least it's implied for Kuras, but I'm pretty sure it might be the same for everybody else's, but it just depends on what it is. Who knows? Anyways, so let's poke around some more. Maybe is this all the CG we can get? I think this is all the CG. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We got everything, so yeah, nothing missing. So yeah, subscribe and turn on the notification bell on my channel in order for you guys to catch the next episode of Touch Starved when we come back to it for probably one more episode. And then for any of my other Let's Play that's active on the channel, because if y'all don't know, I need to reiterate, I am on a semi-hiatus on the channel in terms of uploading, so just life stuff, so it's very unpredictable on my end. So I don't know when's the next time I can get something up. So the surest way to know is to be subscribed or to at least turn on the notification bell. But otherwise, I can get back to you on any comments that you will leave as best I can. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for your patience and understanding. Once again, tune in next time. But for now, bye!